good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The Falcons at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 30. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Check, contact.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3.5 to go, first quarter. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown, Colts. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Go, Reed, go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to work. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just.
2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Get it. 18, tight end.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 13-yard line.
Let's go. Hurry, hurry.
2nd and 11.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ready, set.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's off.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mevis for the PAT.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Colts 21, Falcons nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the offense will burn their halftime on the horizon. They'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
They run once more with Taylor.
Able to slither by.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jelani Woods
from 13 yards out.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And it is 28-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They're going option play on third down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They're going to try and throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Back to throw now on first down. dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. Eagle. 60 Eagle.
2nd and 14. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
18 Rattler.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Oh, and now some space to operate. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Catch made here by Campbell.
The pass. Complete to Paris Campbell.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On the jump.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Ryan, on the ball, on the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Right there, hurt. Hurt. Ready.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back to 60. Bronco switch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Right back to Pitts again. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Indianapolis, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week.